Hello again. I've remarked many times before that I cannot understand a lot of what is now said by the kind of important people who are interviewed in newspapers. Perhaps it's just as well, because when I can make sense of what they're saying, I usually disagree with them anyway. The latest of these grand folks is Maria Balshaw, who is the director of the Tate Gallery. Or, as she would have it, Tate. Not only has the word gallery been dropped, but the definite article seems to have gone too, which is frankly a little odd. Here is how she speaks of the gallery she's running. We have many talented, amazing curators. They spend time at Tate and go on to be directors elsewhere. They spend time at Tate. Why not the Tate? Or, still better, the Tate Gallery? Your guess is as good as mine. I think perhaps that this sloppy way of speaking is to make her sound more accessible, and with it, Lord forbid that anybody, least of all the director of one of our great arts galleries, should feel obliged to speak like an educated person. I suppose that would be elitist. What sort of things has the director of the Tate Gallery got on her mind? Where to hang the pictures, perhaps? That would be something to think about. Buying some new pictures, maybe. Again, yes, I'm sure that falls within her purview, as they say. Nothing of the kind. She says that things have to change. See if anybody can make any sense of this. Over the last 2 decades, Tate has grown its audience exponentially, and it has changed significantly, but not enough yet, or not enough for me. There are lots of different people who haven't felt that they were welcome, and that needs to change because this is a public institution. It's paid for by everybody. Does she actually know what exponential growth means? Does she know what she means when she talks to an audience? Surely she really means visitors, which is a bit different. Exponential growth, by the way, just means doubling every so often, the way that bacteria will if there's an unlimited food supply. But nothing like that's happened to the number of visitors to the Tate Gallery. In 2007, there were 5.2 million visitors, and last year this has gone up to 5.7 million. That is a slight increase. It's not exponential growth. By the by, I give, in the description to this video, I give a link to the newspaper interview which contains all this foolishness. And who are these people, by the way, who have not felt that they were welcome? The gallery is free and it doesn't discriminate against anybody. I hope it doesn't. I mean, the way she's talking, maybe they've got a sign on the door saying, sorry, no colours. But as far as I know, that's not the case. Last time I went, it was free, open to everybody. So anybody, black, white, trans, straight, gay, disabled, anybody could walk in the gallery. What is it that needs to change about this open access policy? We are not told. Tate is now working towards a culture of compassion. She says, what do I hope I'm known for at Tate? For expanding the numbers of people who feel that this is a space of generosity and hospitality for them. What the bloody hell does that mean? It's an art gallery. What has generosity and compassion got to do with anything? The only specific thing which Maria Balshaw talks about is a mural in the restaurant, which was painted in the 1920s by Rex Whistler. Right, for almost a century, people have eaten beneath that painted wall. You can see it in the thumbnail to this video. I've eaten there myself, and I've never looked closely at the painting. It's just the background. It appears that somewhere in that painting is an image of a little black boy, which has been found to be racist. A big plaque has now been installed there to interpret this and to warn people about that part of the artwork, but this is not enough. Last year, the Tate Gallery's Ethics Committee deemed this inadequate, arguing that the offence of the mural was compounded by the use of the room as a restaurant. Balshaw says, This is a very difficult set of images to look at. The mural is hurtful and offending to many people, and she plans to initiate a formal consultation inviting the public's views. I'm guessing this will result in the mural being covered with a layer of whitewash, the sort of thing that happened in medieval times sometimes when people took offence at paintings inside churches and felt they were too much like the worship of icons. People would paint over them with white paint. I suspect something similar is going to happen with that painting. Anyway, here's a woman with her priorities in the right place, seemingly, to run an art gallery. She wants to cover up a painting.